Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today, I want to share a story that's both a cautionary tale and a lesson in life's complexities. Let's dive into the life of John, a middle-aged man from the bustling city of Chicago, whose story is as real as it gets. John, a man in his late 40s with a distinguished white beard, had been married to Susan for over 2 decades. They had built a life together, but somewhere along the way, the spark had dimmed. Susan, caught up in the mundanity of life, had become more focused on her career as a real estate agent, PDA meetings, and keeping up with the Joneses, leaving John feeling unappreciated and neglected. The daily grind had turned their relationship into a routine, and John's efforts to reconnect were often met with Susan's distracted nods or sighs of exhaustion. One day, at a community event organized by their neighborhood association, John met Emily, a vibrant 28-year-old teacher with a smile that lit up the room. She was sweet, well-mannered, and seemed genuinely interested in John's stories about his travels and his love for classic literature, things Susan had long stopped asking about. Emily's laughter at his old jokes and her admiration for his generous spirit when he helped organize the event sparked something in John. It started innocently enough. John found himself admiring Emily's youthful energy and kindness. Her sweet nature was a stark contrast to the routine he had with Susan. Over time, these subtle glances and gestures between John and Emily began to build a tension that was hard to ignore. Emily would compliment John, telling him how generous and sweet he was, how he had a youthful spirit that belied his age. These words, so simple yet so powerful, began to fill the void Susan's neglect had left. The transition from innocent admiration to something more was gradual. A touch on the arm here, a lingering look there, until one evening after a small community gathering, they found themselves alone, the air thick with unspoken desire. What began as a one-time lapse in judgment soon turned into a series of secret meetings, each encounter more exhilarating and guilt-ridden than the last. They both found themselves caught in a whirlwind of passion, enjoying the escape from their respective lives. However, the thrill was short-lived. John's family life began to suffer. His daughter, Emma, noticed his distraction, his absence from family dinners, and his lack of interest in her school projects. His son, Michael, started to question his father's late nights. The secrecy and the lies began to weigh heavily on John, filling him with regret every time he looked at his family, knowing he was betraying them. The situation reached its climax when Susan, sensing something amiss, confronted John. The truth came out in a painful, tear-filled confession. The revelation led to a bitter divorce, tearing apart a family that had once been the center of John's world. The regret was palpable, the loss immense. Now, as John sits alone in his new apartment, reflecting on his life, he has this advice for anyone watching. When choosing a partner, find someone with similar interests. Shared passions keep the flame alive, and mutual appreciation is the glue that holds a marriage together. Don't let the mundane aspects of life overshadow the love you share. And remember, the grass isn't always greener. Sometimes it's just different. As we wrap up this tale of regret and lessons learned, I encourage you to think about your own relationships. If you found this story enlightening, or if you're looking for more insights into life's intricate dance, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us continue sharing stories that might just change your perspective or save you from a similar fate. Thanks for joining me today, and until next time, take care.